400 watt-hours per kilogram. Cut in half. No fire. No explosion. The LED stays on. And the name, the world's first solid-state battery. These numbers and images are not just eye-catching. They force anyone who truly understands batteries to pause and ask a hard question. If this technology is genuinely ready, why has it not appeared in any large-scale commercial product? No smartphones, no electric vehicles, no consumer drones. The core of the claim lies in energy density. Donut Lab reports figures in the range of 350 to 400 watt-hours per kilogram, significantly higher than today's high-end liquid lithium-ion batteries, which typically reach about 250 to 270 watt-hours per kilogram at the cell level, such as Panasonic's 21,700 cells used in Tesla vehicles. On the surface, this looks like a meaningful physical leap. The problem is where and how that number is measured. These figures are taken at the cell level under ideal conditions, not at the pack level, where batteries must also carry protective casing, thermal management systems, wiring, and mandatory safety margins. Once taken out of the lab and integrated into real products, the practical energy density almost certainly drops into the 280 to 320 watt-hours per kilogram range. That is still an improvement, but no longer the kind of limit-breaking revolution suggested by the videos. The source of this higher energy density is not mysterious. Donut Lab uses silicon-carbon anodes instead of traditional graphite, an approach that advanced battery companies in China have been pursuing for years. In theory, silicon can store nearly an order of magnitude more lithium than graphite. The cost of that advantage, however, is well known: volume expansion of up to 300% during charging. This repeated expansion and contraction cracks the electrode structure, breaks internal conductive pathways, and causes rapid capacity fade. This is not speculation. It is a physical limit that has been measured and confirmed repeatedly across the industry. The direct consequence is cycle life. While modern LFP batteries can reach 2,000 to 3,000 charge cycles, high-density silicon-based cells often retain acceptable performance for only 500 to 800 cycles before severe degradation sets in. For drones, experimental devices, or military applications, this may be acceptable. For consumer electric vehicles expected to last 8 to 10 years, it is a fundamental barrier. This is the core reason why such batteries have not entered mass production, despite their impressive paper specifications. The second critical issue is power output and charging speed. By eliminating liquid electrolytes to improve safety, Donut Lab relies on solid or semi-solid electrolytes, which conduct lithium ions less efficiently. This increases internal resistance, limiting how fast the battery can charge or discharge. In simple terms, the battery may store a lot of energy, but it cannot release or absorb that energy quickly. This is a fatal weakness for high-performance EVs, and ultra-fast charging applications that require high C rates, demands current semi-solid batteries struggle to meet. On safety, Donut Lab does have a real advantage. Removing flammable organic solvents eliminates the classic thermal runaway mechanism of liquid lithium-ion batteries. When cut or punctured, the battery lacks the fuel needed to sustain a chain reaction, so it does not catch fire or explode. This part is not a trick. It reflects a genuine structural difference. But higher safety alone does not equal immediate large-scale commercialization. The label, "the world's first solid-state battery," also deserves careful scrutiny. By strict scientific definition, a true all-solid-state battery contains no liquid components at all. In practice, to reduce interfacial resistance and allow lithium ions to move efficiently, systems like Donut Labs almost certainly still rely on small amounts of gel or liquid polymer phases. That places them closer to the category of semi-solid or hybrid batteries. Calling them solid-state is not entirely wrong, but it is far more marketing-driven than academically precise. Ultimately, the main problem with Donut Labs' battery is not that it does not work. It clearly does, but that it cannot yet be produced at scale. The cost of silicon materials, the difficulty of controlling electrode expansion, limited cycle life, and power constraints keep this technology confined to demonstrations and niche applications. It represents a real technical step forward, but not the final answer for the battery industry. For more than 30 years, chips have become more powerful, displays sharper, and software more intelligent, yet batteries have barely moved. A smartphone after 2 or 3 years still runs smoothly and still receives updates, but its battery degrades badly, forcing users to charge 2 or 3 times a day. From that moment on, the entire tech experience is dictated by a weak, heat-prone, and potentially dangerous component. Low battery is no longer a notification. It is a constant anxiety, much like the lingering fear of fire that continues to shadow electric vehicles. From a technical standpoint, a true solid-state battery replaces flammable liquid electrolytes with fully solid ones, improving safety and potentially boosting energy density. Yet the numbers remain stubborn. Most commercial lithium-ion batteries still sit around 250 to 300 watt-hours per kilogram, and many so-called solid-state designs offer only marginal gains. Add higher manufacturing costs and complex production processes, and scaling to millions of units per year, the lifeblood of EVs and consumer electronics becomes extremely difficult. The clearest example is the smartphone. If a solid-state battery is safer but does not extend real-world battery life by 1 or 2 full days, few consumers will accept a higher price. For electric vehicles, if fast charging, long cycle life, and low cost cannot be proven together, solid-state batteries will remain confined to labs and prototypes. A realistic prediction is that over the next 5 to 10 years, such batteries will first appear in small, expensive, niche applications before any true mass adoption. So the real question is this: are we witnessing a genuine technological turning point, or simply a perfectly timed, expertly amplified demonstration? Do you believe solid-state batteries are ready to change the game? Or is it still too early to trust the promise? Share your thoughts in the comments.